Hi, welcome back to Game Room Crafts. I'm Kelly. This is my game room. Let's play. Today is day 4 of the 13 Days of Halloween collaboration brought to you by Nerve Goblin Arts. Please check out the playlist below. There are tons of artists doing tons of different kinds of projects, different mediums. It's not all resin, so give it a look. I have mixed up 100 milliliters of Bond Crafter 1-to-1 epoxy resin. I made a mold. It's a snake because of all the things that freak me out. I'm not afraid of monsters. Monsters are real, but I'm not afraid of them. But put me in a room with spiders, actually any kind of insects, creepy crawlies, and especially snakes. I'm either gonna run or I'm going to freeze. These things freak me out. So when I think Halloween, snakes is one of the things that pop into my head. Snakes, spiders, all of those things. So I've mixed up the 100 milliliters. I'm going to be adding metallic green Roisafar alcohol ink to the clear. And then I'm going to be adding some extra fine black glitter. This is from Reflections that I get it at Michael's. I'm not sure you're actually going to see the green, but if you do get peeks of it through the black glitter, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to get that zhuzhed in. I think I'm going to put more in. If it's going to peek through the green, the black glitter, I want you to see it and not go, hey, what color is that? It's green. And it's metallic-y. Yeah. Now, I'm using this one because the other day I used the other one. Equal time. And I'm putting quite a bit in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using glue. I might. Because although this is extra fine, I don't want it all to sink to his head. I'm going to kind of push that down before I start my mixer. I mean, I don't see any green. I think I might put some glue in there because I don't want it to drop on me. About 3 ounces. 4 ounces. It's about, about 4 ounces. So 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wipe it off before I put it away because, yeah. I'm afraid that we're not going to see that green. I want to see it so bad. I might have put too much glitter. Huh, there's such a thing. Okay, at this point, it is what it is. I'm trying to get all that off of my paddle. I'm letting the beater spin at the top of the cup. And then I'm using my finger to push it down. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in the debubbler. And it's going to bubble because I put glue in there and lots of glitter. And we'll be right back. And we're back. And boy, did this bubble. I had to release the pressure twice or it would have bubbled over. Got all the way to the top of the cup. Okay, so I am scraping the sides of the cup and the bottom just to make sure everything's in where it's supposed to be. No unmixed resin in my cup. Okay, this is our friend, the cobra. He's a cobra. I made him all by my lonesome. Put some alcohol in there because he goes down and his head, he has the hood. You know, cobra hood. And get some alcohol down in there. I'm going to pour some in. And I'm going to stop. Did you see it come up and then go down? Because it's filling that head. And I'm going to squeeze it and hope that any bubbles come out. This, by the way, is a split mold. The only way I could get his head out was to split it. So it is a split mold. Okay, now I'm going to fill the rest of him. And this is a hand cut mold, so we don't dome it because the top is not perfect. I'm coming up as high as I can. My glue doesn't make it easy to stop. I'm going to have to put tape, and I should have done that before. I don't know what I was thinking. Now I'm going to definitely have trimming over there. You see the resin trying to seep out the side? So that's definitely going to need to be trimmed. So I already know I made a mess for myself. Gonna need to trim that up. Okay, I did it. It was me. And I have here a little skull that I had not completed filling. Let's see, what can I make? I never, ever, ever do this. I'm going to make a black unicorn. Okay, if I do that, then I can make myself a phone stand with her. Getting alcohol down in her horn. I want it up in her tail too. because that's where you get bubbles. Out of the horn, under the chin, up in the tail. Okay. I could make up a little bit more. However, I don't feel like mixing anymore. And at the same time, I don't feel like waiting because I'm like not in a patient mood. So I'm gonna do this. Black rocks. And I just get these from the Dollar Tree. I was trying to see if I could get away with using the same parchment paper for all 13 days. That's not going to happen. There's so much. We've got different colored resins on here. We've got color from the alcohol ink where we did our potion. Well, please tell me I didn't do too much. Am I good? Okay. Yeah, you're going to get bubbles come up because of the rocks. She's going to sit here and kind of babysit it for a little while and pop them as they come up. Sometimes they'll pop by themselves. But, you know, this is the bottom, so I'm not really worried about it. Where I was worried about it was the head, which mostly was filled before I started doing this. So I don't know. Hopefully, no bubbles. Okay, I'm going to slide that back. I'm going to lift her up and slide her over so she's out of the way. I still see, is that rocks or is that bubbles? It's bubbles. So I'm going to babysit for a little while. And when I'm done, I may or may not turn on the heat mat. I don't know. We'll see. I got an extra rock. Dropping that in there. Bubble. Hot bubble. Go down, rock. I'm not going to do that again. All right. So we will see you back here on demo. We're back and these are cured. They sat for an hour on their own, degassing. And then they were put on the heat mat for an additional, what was it, 2 hours? For 3 hours total. And I just let them cool off while I had dinner. Okay. So extras first. Come on. Pop out. There you go. There he is. That's a nice skull. He needs a little trimming on the bottom, which is easy enough. Take your deburring tool, go around the edge. He's so slippery because he's very shiny. Actually, that needs a little snip. Okay. So he's cleaned up and ready to go. And I think we have a project we're going to be using him in later in this collaboration. Extra number 2 is my favorite unicorn that I use for my foam stands. Okay, are you gonna let go? There's overage. I kind of knew that when I poured it. Yeah, tiny bubble there. A couple of small bubbles in his tail. Kind of knew that was gonna happen too. Can we get his head out of the mold? Okay, there we go. He has a couple of micro bubbles under his chin, which is kind of normal for this mold. We have ears and we have a horn, and I like him pretty. And what do you think? Unicorn. You can't even tell it's glitter. It looks like it's black pigment. But this was all black glitter with the green resin. You cannot even tell. That's weird. I mean, yeah, but like this one, you can tell that it's glitter. But do you know what the difference between this one and this one is?
One of them is a hippo.
Very good, college grad. Very good. We put crushed crystal in the hippopotamus. That's the difference.
Okay.
Wow. I'm so glad all that time and effort was not wasted. We need to turn her back the right way. Otherwise, she'll get mad at me and not work. Okay. Tape off. Now remember, there's going to be a lot of trimming on this because I made a mistake. And I did not tape this before I started. So, yeah. I'm not expecting wonderful things. One of them is a hippo. What's the other one?
A unicorn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say horse.
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, considering the depth of the answer you gave me about the other animal, it was a fair assumption that you would... Hey, wait, you got to help me. Okay, so this was all that in that... Yeah. But then that is good. It came out like that because then that means that I don't have to trim it. Okay, this is a 3-handed job, so...
Mysterious third hand appears from the nothing.
Wait. Do you want me to spray it?
No.
Oh, careful. Don't break his head off. Pull up. Oh. Oh. You broke his head off. That's exactly what I said not to do.
Wow. I am a horrible person. I'm gonna go scuba diving.
What?
In the bathtub.
Wait, you're just gonna leave me here?
With a toaster.
Spray it.
Okay.
You shouldn't have been able to break that off. They've been cooled off for quite a while now.
But it was still my fault. As you see, I'm terrible. At the very least, a terrible snake retriever. I can't fit my fingers.
So you are a naughty charmer.
No, I cannot.
Give it to you. Maybe you can push it out the other way. Should I move?
Only
I can move. She's fighting with it off camera. How did we get the original out of the mold?
It wasn't made of soft resin. Yeah, beheaded snake. Just paint the top red, and it totally looks on.
You know what you should do? Put a Barbie head right here.
That requires decapitating a Barbie.
You know how many Barbies we have in the garage that you cut the hair,
I was not that mean to my Barbies. There was one where I repeatedly decapitated her, but that's because it was supposed to do that. So I think it's fine. I can't get it out.
I. What are we gonna do? I'm obviously going to have to redo this whole thing all over again.
It should not squish like that. What?
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is abnormally soft then. It's not out yet.
I know, but I was trying to get the little bits and pieces out.
A little too crumbly. So it wasn't 100% my fault.
No, just like 98.
Thanks.
You realize if we took this to Dad, he'd have it out in like 2 seconds.
That's giving up.
A few moments later.
Fine, I give up.
Go take it to Dad. And we're back. And this is take 2. This is what happened to the original snake. Keep an eye out for this head. You will see it again. He fell apart badly. It's all those little bits and pieces you tore off. They're rock hard now.
But they were all soft when I did it, which told me he wasn't fully set.
He wasn't.
So it's not entirely my fault.
It's mostly your fault.
But he wasn't set.
But that happens all the time. Like 4 hours later, you can demold it, but it doesn't get rock hard until the next day.
Because you're impatient.
Are you blaming me?
It's collective.
It's collective blame. Okay, that's a thing now. So, off camera, I poured a second snake. And we're going to hope that his head doesn't come flying off. Remembering that this is a split mold. And I'm going to put a little alcohol down there because that's why. Grab that. Yeah, you see in there where my finger is?
That?
Yeah, I'm gonna squish it in where his head is and hope that that helps him not, get decapitated. Okay, are we ready?
No.
Let's try it anyway. There we go. Woo! Yes, you can see. This time I used green, and there's also glow in the dark. So I do have some cleanup there. That's where the split is. Under the black light, he looks awesome. And he does glow. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That worked really good. See, that's great for me. As part of our Halloween thing, that is awesome for me because that would scare the daylights out of me if I walked into... Okay, lights on. Thank you. Whew. So, yeah, that worked. I'm happy. I just need to clean them up a little bit. This is where the split is in my split mold. It's like paper thin, but I can't grab it. But he turned out wonderfully. Now, the kid and I were talking about it, and we think that he needs some red eyes. So I can set in rhinestones. Now, if I do the rhinestones, I have to, because it does bulge out. I think I would have to drill it out and put the rhinestones in there, which I think is possible. I just love him because he looks, at first glance, he just looks black. And then if you take a closer look, he's green. And if you had charged him up, then when the lights go out, he glows like crazy. So let's take a look and see what we have. Okay, so I'm not one who goes out and purchases specialized things if I can repurpose something. This is an old corn cob dish that nobody in my house ever used. So I took it and it's perfect for holding my, number one, my tools when I'm done playing with the rhinestones. But number two, my rhinestones. I'll pop it in there and shake it around. Now, to be completely fair to the kid, this was overnight, and his neck here is thin, yeah? It's still pliable. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to go right where the eye is, and I'm going to just use my hand drill and make a hole. Yeah, he's still soft. Hey, kid.
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest. His neck is still soft, even overnight.
Well, then don't do it.
Yeah, so it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's okay. I'm digging out his eye.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a red rhinestone eye. Okay. Okay, I need red. There's a couple of reds. There we go. All right. A little bit of glue. B7000. Oh, this side. It's not a lot of glue. It's just one rhinestone. And there he is. That is our Halloween snake. So I'm happy. I despite the original mishap, I actually like this better because when that happened, I changed it up a bit and I put green glow powder from Siso, and then I added pretty much the same amount of black glitter that I did in the original, and this is the result. Yeah, I really like that she glows like that, and I think the eyes look pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And that's my spooky contribution to today's 13 Day of Halloween make. Please check out the playlist below. Tons of artists are participating. So see what else everybody is doing. Thank you so much for joining us here in the game room. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the 13 Days of Halloween. I'm not even sure what we're making tomorrow. Their days are kind of running into each other. But whatever it is, I will endeavor to make it fun. In the meantime, don't forget to play. Bye!